Namaste. Hello, beautiful mamas. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you're feeling good today. We have some beautiful rain to accompany us on our yoga sequence today that will help relax and put us into a meditative state. Now, the yoga sequence that I have today is for our round ligaments, to stretch those and hopefully help relieve some of the round ligament pain that us mamas feel during pregnancy. Now, the round ligaments are a pair of ligaments that are in the front of our uterus, and they attach the front of our uterus to the pelvis and help support it. So as that belly grows, that baby's growing, those ligaments are becoming stretched and pulled like a rubber band. And if you ever feel, any really sharp pains in the right or left or both sides, when you're moving, or if you sneeze or laugh, just any sudden movement, you may feel a twinge of pain in those areas, and that is likely due to those round ligaments. So I would like to help you find some relief and hopefully help stretch those so that you can help find some relief for the future. Some things that also help our round ligaments are possibly taking a warm bath, not hot. You never want to overheat your body during pregnancy. So just one that's comfortable to sit in, but you're not sweating or anything. That can help relieve that. A heating pad placed on them on a very low heat. Just some gentle stretching, which I will show you today. And just no quick, sudden movements. Really honor your body during this time and move slow, and understand that your body is going through a lot. So just really take that into mind as you're moving. The only things that we will need today are maybe a strap. This is optional, but if you have one near you or around the house, something that resembles a strap, go ahead and grab one. Also, possibly a block or a thick book or a really thick pillow, or if you have a foam roller, something that's just going to be sturdy and we're not going to crush it too much, at least with our weight, so that we'll be able to keep our hips elevated. And that is all that we will need. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it today. We're going to start with some side stretches. Now, I know this isn't directly impacting the round ligaments, but our bodies are connected, so one thing releasing may help another thing release. Plus, sleeping on our sides during pregnancy can create a lot of side tensions, so it's really good to stretch our sides and help our ribs expand so that we can have deeper breaths, because as that baby is growing, it will be compressing our lungs, so breathing becomes a bit more shallow. So go ahead and mirror me with these movements. We're going to take a deep inhale, reach our arms up overhead, and exhale. Go ahead and set the left hand down to the left side of the mat, reaching the right arm up and over, pulling that right shoulder back, spiraling the heart up towards the sky. If your neck allows, maybe gazing up towards the sky. If you have a bit more stretch, you can set that elbow down, just making sure that you're keeping both sit bones, grounded to our mat. Once you're in a comfortable position, begin to bring your awareness to your breath and breathe very deeply here. Next, inhale, go ahead and rise up, pushing with that bottom arm to help you bring your torso up. Bringing your arms up, and now we're going to switch sides. So dropping the right hand down to the right side of the mat, left arm up and over, pulling that left shoulder back. If you have more stretch, go ahead and set that elbow down. Be mindful of the sit bones. Once you're there, breathe deeply. On your next inhale, go ahead and rise up, pushing up with that hand to bring the torso up. Reaching up tall, expand through the torso. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and grab our object. So whether that's the pillows or a foam roller or whatever you found, it could be over like the edge of your couch or something. Just make sure you're not in harm's way of falling. So whatever you're on, go ahead and set your hips up on that object. Now we're going to go ahead and very gently walk the hands down to the ground. And then once you're there, go ahead and lengthen the legs. And then you can bring your upper back down to the mat. Adjust that object so that it is underneath your bottom. I'm really elevating your hips here. You want to be feeling this all along the front of your body right here. Into your hips and your hip flexors. This is also stretching the psoas muscles, which become very tight. You can become tight, especially during pregnancy. So we're getting a good stretch here. Just make sure you're breathing deep, as that will accentuate the stretch. Try to relax your glute muscles. Now, wherever you're at, if it's possible, go ahead and bend your knees, planting your feet down onto the mat. Go ahead and push your hips up, pull the object out from underneath you, and we're going to hold this bridge. So pushing up into it. If you want to curl your shoulders underneath, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You can clasp your hands if that feels comfortable. Squeeze up through the glutes. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And exhale gently, one vertebrae at a time, starting from the top of your spine. Drop down, releasing your tailbone. And go ahead and gently roll to one side. And we're going to stay lying on the side. Go ahead and support your head with your arm. Now this is where you may want your strap, and I'll show you what you might need it for. We're going to go ahead and grab our ankle of the top leg. So if you need the strap, if you can't quite reach that ankle, you can wrap it around the top of your foot and pull in. Now once that feels good, you're going to go ahead and pull back very gently. Be mindful of how that feels on the knee, just to where we can feel a good stretch through the front of our lower abdomen. Maybe feeling this in your quads as well, or the front of your thighs, and that's just a bonus. We get an added stretch here. Breathe deep. Really breathe into the belly. That will help you feel more of the stretch in the front of the abdomen. Good. Go ahead and very gently let go of either that strap or that ankle. Straighten out that top leg. We're going to go ahead and switch sides now. So gently push yourself up. Go ahead and round your legs to the other side and gently guide your torso down to the mat. Go ahead and support your head here with your arm. If you want to be up, you can too. Go ahead and grab the ankle of that top leg or use the strap to wrap around the foot. Go ahead and take a deep inhale and exhale. Pull that foot back towards your bottom, pulling that knee back, feeling the stretch in the front of that top hip. Breathe deep into the belly. Go ahead and gently let go of that ankle or strap. Straighten that leg. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and gently guide ourselves up to a tabletop position. So come onto the hands and knees, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to go ahead and do a cat-cow stretch. Now when we go into a cow or when we're dropping our belly, don't drop down the belly too far. We don't want to create all that weight in the abdominal muscles with the added weight of the baby. So more so lengthen through the torso and really stretch up with the front of that neck. So bringing that chin up high, stretching the front of the neck through the front of the chest. So go ahead and inhale. Stretch forward, bringing the chest up, chin up. And exhale. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Round up through the spine. Inhale, stretch up through the chest. And exhale. Go ahead and round up through the spine. Inhale, up through the chest. And exhale, round. Go ahead and inhale. Come back to a neutral spine. We're going to go ahead and stretch our side bodies one more time in this position. So inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and look towards the right hip, stretching through the left side body. Inhale to center. Exhale, look to the opposite hip, stretching through the right side body. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center, and exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just go back into a child's position here to stretch out the lower back. So bringing the knees out wide, toes together, make room for that belly. Sit the bottom back to the heels. Walk the fingertips forward and then set your forehead down on the mat. Really breathe deep into the back and feel the expansion through your lungs. Okay, on your next inhale, go ahead and push up back into tabletop position, keeping in mind to move very slowly into each position throughout this practice. Okay, great. We're going to go ahead and walk our hands back towards our knees and bring our torso up very gently, no sudden movements here. Coming to an upright position. We're going to go ahead and go to a camel pose and then a refined camel pose or reclined camel pose. So go ahead and place your hands onto the back of your hips. Go ahead and inhale, squeeze the glutes in and push forward with the front of the hips, the front of the pelvis. Push it forward. We're going to go ahead and drop our head back and just go as far back as your spine will allow and what feels comfortable. So never going to a point of pain or where you feel like you're going to topple over or fall. Just go to where it feels good and feel a good stretch through the front of the pelvis here. Trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears. If you have a bit more, go ahead and bend a little bit more back. And if camel pose, full camel pose, is in your practice and has been in your practice, it is safe to come back all the way to your feet and drop your head back. That's a full camel pose. Now, if that doesn't feel good for you, we can go ahead and go into a reclined camel pose. So sitting back, bringing the elbows down to the mat as well, and then squeezing up and pushing our hips up. So coming up slightly off the heels, dropping our head back. So whatever position feels good for you, go ahead and find stillness there. And just breathe. And your next inhale, go ahead and gently push yourself back up, moving super slowly, bringing your torso up and coming back onto those knees wherever you were at. Now turn to the side so you can see this position better. We're going to go ahead and, again, mirror me, so go ahead and straighten that right leg out to the side, staying on that bent left leg. We're going to go ahead and inhale, reach up, and exhale. Now slide that right arm down the right leg, and reaching the left arm up and back, so at a slight angle here, pulling that left shoulder back, and you want to be feeling this along the front of that left hip flexor. So reaching that arm up will also accentuate the stretch. You'll feel that all down your spine or your side as well. So play around here, find where you feel the most stretch. You can come back a little bit more to the side. You can try squeezing your glutes or just trying to relax them. Just go to wherever you feel a good stretch right throughout the front of that pelvis. Okay, and then next inhale, go ahead and bring your torso up, again moving super slowly. Go ahead and bend that right leg and now extend the left. Go ahead and inhale, reach up, and exhale, bringing that left arm down the left leg, reaching the right arm up and over, pulling back the right shoulder. Again, playing around here, finding where you feel the best stretch in the front of that pelvis. Now with the next inhale, bring your torso up. Now go ahead and bend that knee so that we're in an upright position. Now I'm going to show you how we can help stretch that round ligament using our hands. So whenever you do feel the tight zing of that ligament, whenever you do a quick movement or if it's just acting up, this is a really good way to help gently stretch it when you're feeling that pain. So we're going to go ahead and just gently place your hand onto your pelvis or the front of your hip flexor. Go ahead and grab just slightly out from your belly button. And you're going to go ahead and pull. So traction, gentle traction. Go ahead and bend also towards that opposite side. You should be feeling that this is all tight right here. So you can, play around, find where you feel the most tightness, and pull away. So pulling your hands away from each other. Remembering to breathe. Pushing that pelvis forward. Good. We'll go ahead and switch to the opposite side. So putting your hand onto the front of your pelvis and then the other hand out from your belly button and pulling away from each other. Very gently. Don't need a lot of pressure here. Just enough to where you can feel the stretch. And if any of you ladies have felt this round ligament pain, you'll know what I mean when I just say to put your hands onto your pelvis and pull away. You'll know just about where you usually feel that pain. Always make sure you're breathing into your belly. Since we're activating this whole area, this will help accentuate the stretch and bring oxygen to your baby as well. Good. Go ahead and inhale, bring your torso up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position. Again, moving super slowly, very gently, and mindful of your joints and your ligaments. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come to a comfortable seat. So once you're here, go ahead and you can place your hands onto the mat, onto your knees, in your lap, or onto your beautiful belly. Go ahead and gently close your eyelids. Bring your shoulders up, back, and away from your ears. Sit up tall. Notice your breathing. I'm going to go ahead and take 10 deep breaths. On your inhale, go ahead and breathe deep into your belly. And on your exhale, go ahead and squeeze up with your pelvic floor and pull your belly button in like you're hugging your baby with your abdominal muscles. Now what I mean by pulling up with your pelvic floor is like when you're stopping the flow of urine, it will be that sensation. So you'll pull up, you'll squeeze, squeeze, squeeze with your exhale, and inhale. Relax everything. Relax your pelvic floor, relax your belly. So we're going to go ahead and begin. So taking our first breath in, expand that belly. And exhale, squeeze up through that pelvic floor, pull your belly button in. And inhale. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, pull up. Inhale, relax everything. Exhale, squeeze. Go ahead and take 6 more breaths just like this on your own. Once you're finished with your 10, go ahead and just come back to normal breathing. Relax your pelvic floor. Just remember that your body knows what it is doing during this time. It knows how to create this person. It knows how to shift things around to grow this beautiful being inside of you, or beings, whatever the case may be. So honor your body. Give it time. Give it rest when it needs. Give it nourishment when it needs. This is a beautiful time. And your body is in control. We're going to go ahead and take a deep breath in, reaching our arms up overhead, bringing our palms together. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me. I honor you for taking this time for yourself and doing something for the well-being of your body and for your baby. Namaste. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I put out videos just about every other day. So I hope to see you again, and thank you. Bye-bye.